Hello and welcome everybody to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are back home again finally to play the Pirates. Who pitched last game? Stitch pitched last game. So we got Gil, and then we'll get the draft picks a chance to pitch. It is Tom's day to pitch in the rotation. Michalak's out in center. And we'll get our other regular subs into the game. Michalak a little down in the order, but he's actually hit. He could have hit higher up, but we're going to go with this lineup for this game. So get things loaded here. Let me bring up the standings. I don't think I've checked in on those for a couple minutes here. Get a look at Pan Packer Park. I feel like I haven't seen this one in a while. All right. The Braves still lead the East by 3 games, have a magic number of 9. Dodgers and Rockies still tied atop the West, and it does appear that whoever does not win that division will become the wild card, and that's who we should play to open the playoffs. Red Sox have clinched the AL East. The Tigers with a 2-game lead over the White Sox, which gives them a magic number of 10. White Sox, or possibly the Tigers, look to be the wild card in the American League. The Astros lead the AL West by 4 games with a record of 76 and 75. Gives them a magic number of 8. Chris Duffy at the plate in this game. And he has an 0-2 count against Gil. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Jack Wilson now at the plate. See, so far this looks to be the same Pirates lineup we saw back at the start of the season. See, we haven't seen the Pirates in a little while, so we'll see what changes they've made through the year, if any. As Wilson strikes out looking, brings Brian Roberts to the plate. Soft pop-up liner to second. Phil grabs it, and that ends the first inning. Kester will lead things off for the Squirrels, and we'll take a look at the Pirates' defensive lineup. Yeah, they have a draft pick, Aviles, who, I wonder if that's the same Aviles we saw catching, I think it was for Detroit earlier in the year during interleague play. And says there's a Kemp out in right field, which was not the case before. Niger Morgan out in left. Kester lines out to Roberts. Sweeney at the plate now. And he looks at strike 1. Ground ball back to Matt Cain. 2 down. Zach at the plate. Hitting up in the order from his usual 7 spot today. Has an 0-2 count. And he's going to ground out to Jack Wilson over at short. And that will end the first inning. Both sides go down in order. Xavier Nady is going to lead things off for the Pirates in the second. Gil throws a strike with a fastball to open up this at-bat. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Matt Kemp, not sure when he got to Pittsburgh, but here he is batting 5th, and he takes strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Lines this one foul down the third baseline. Little pop-up back to the mound. Gill handles it. 1 down. Or 2 down, actually. Casey Blake at the plate now. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that ends the Pirates' half of the second. Still no score. Whoops, I messed up making this lineup. Whiteman wasn't supposed to stay in the cleanup spot. That's, I think, did that both games this series. Though he did almost homer twice, so maybe this is where he belongs. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. Looks at strike 2. Grounds this one foul down the third baseline. Puts this one into center field. Duffy waiting for it, and he makes the play. That'll bring Quentin to the plate. First pitch called ball. Second pitch called a strike. That pitch up and out. 2-1 the count. Looks at strike 2 on the outside corner. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down. Tom at the plate. Looks at strike 1. And that curveball just inside. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So both teams still going down in order after 2 innings. Aviles will lead things off for the Pirates in the third. I am pretty sure this is the same Aviles we saw elsewhere. I want to say it was the Tigers, but I'm not 100% sure that we actually played the Tigers this year. Grounds this one foul, makes it a 2-1 count. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. That's not meant to click. This one hit softly towards third. Sweeney grabs it for the first out of the inning. Niger Morgan grounds out to Whiteman at first. And yeah, we didn't play the Tigers this year, so it must have been somewhere else. I'll have to try if I can remember to look at the transaction list after this game, go check out what the Pirates have done. Matt Cain grounds back to Gill, and Gill's perfect through 3. As we go to the bottom of the third, Michalak will lead off for the Squirrels. First pitch called a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Ground ball to short. Wilson grabs it, throws it over. 1 down. That'll bring Phil to the plate. Looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll bring Gill to the plate. Looks at strike 1. And Gill actually ends up with the first hit of the game off for either side with 2 outs in the third inning. So there's your first base runner of the game. Brings Kester to the plate. First pitch goes outside. Second pitch called a strike. That pitch down and in. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the third inning. I was all geared up to, say Matt Cain's perfect through 3 as well, but Gill broke up that no-no. But the Pirates are back to the top of their order. Here to open the fourth, Chris Duffy struck out in his first at-bat, one of 4 strikeout victims first time through the Pirates' order. Has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. Ground ball to Phil, who will throw it over for the first out. Wilson also struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Roberts flew out last time up. I want to say to second base if I remember right. Looks at strike 1. Looks at a ball outside. And that's going to be your first hit for the Pirates into right field. Brings Xavier Nady to the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. That slider too low. Swing and a miss makes it 1-1. Looks at strike 2. That pitch down and in. 2-2 the count. Full count, 2 outs. Runner will be off with the pitch, but Nady swings and misses to end the top of the 4th inning. So both teams with a hit now, but still no runs. Sweeney will lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom of the 4th. Sweeney ground out in his first at-bat, takes a strike. Takes another strike. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, Zach at the plate. Ground out in his first at-bat. That fastball too far inside. Called strike 1. And that pitch ground to third. Blake picks it up, throws it over. 2 down. That'll bring Whiteman to the plate. Flew out to center his first time up. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses, 0-2. And there's a base hit right back up towards Matt Cain that goes into center field. 2 down, 1 runner on base, and Quinton at the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat, one of 5 strikeouts so far on the day for Matt Cain. This one popped high in the air. Cain is going to field it himself, and that will end the 4th inning. We're still scoreless. Matt Kemp is going to lead things off for the Pirates in the 5th. Kemp popped out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Fouls this pitch away behind the plate. 0-2. Fouls that pitch away as well. Looks at a fastball for strike 3. That'll bring Casey Blake to the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. Take strike 1 on a backdoor slider. That curveball in the dirt. And that pitch out of the zone as well. 2-1 the count. That slider too low. 3-1. And that's going to be a walk. Puts a runner on first with one out. Aviles at the plate. Lined out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one. Looks at strike two. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Two down. Niger Morgan. Ground out to first, I believe, in his first at-bat. That pitch down and out. Sorry, I had a yawn there. And Niger Morgan comes up with a hit into center field. That's going to put 2 on and 2 out, but Matt Cain at the plate. First pitch is too low. Second pitch, a high fastball for strike. That curveball a bit wild. Softly hit towards third. Sweeney fields it on a short hop, throws it over, and that will end the top of the 5th inning. Halfway through the game, still no score, 2 hits apiece for each of the teams. Tom is going to lead things off for the Squirrels. So the Pirates have had 1 additional base runner with the walk to Casey Blake. Tom at the plate takes a ball. That is another ball. Ball 3. This one called a strike, iffy pitch. I think that was definitely a 3-0 kind of call. Another called strike on a high fastball. Full count now. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Matt Cain comes all the way back to get the strikeout. That'll bring Michalak to the plate. Looks at a strike. I believe he ground out his first time up. And this one is going to be foul on the first base side. 0-2. He swings and misses to strike out. 2 down now. Phil at the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. That's going to get down for a hit into left field for Phil. 2 down, runner on first. Gill at the plate. Got the first hit of the game in his last plate appearance. As that first pitch is too far down and in. Swings and misses at the second pitch. 1-1. Cain working quickly. 0-2. Or 1-2, rather. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That ends the 5th inning. Not a lot happening in this game so far as we move into the 6th inning. Chris Duffy back at the plate for the Pirates. Duffy has struck out and ground out so far today. Looks at strike 1. Fouls that pitch away. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Jack Wilson has struck out in both of his at-bats so far. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The 3rd strikeout of the day for Wilson. 10th strikeout of the day for Gill. Brian Roberts at the plate now. Looks at a backdoor slider for strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Pops this one up. Tom is under it, and that will end the top of the 6th. Still scoreless. Kester at the plate to lead off things for the Squirrels. Kester is 0 for 2 today. Struck out in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1. And ball down and out. Grounds this one to Wilson at short. Throws it over. 1 down. Sweeney takes strike 1. This one is going to be a line drive, soft line drive to second. Roberts grabs it for the 2nd out of the inning. Zach Wilson takes strike one. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Ground ball to Roberts, throws it over, and that's it for the 6th inning. We go into the 7th, still waiting for something to happen. Xavier Nady to the plate. Nady struck out in both at-bats. Normally I'd make a pitching change, but I'm a little afraid of this one going extras, so we're going to keep Gill into the game until his spot comes up, which I believe will be next inning. Now, Sweeney boots a ball. Kester ends up picking it up, but can't get the throw there in time. So Xavier Nady reaches on an error, and then is pinch run for. Rivas is going to come in. Matt Kemp at the plate, swings and misses at the first pitch. That pitch just inside. 1-1 the count. Pops this one at the plate. Tom grabs it. 1 down. Casey Blake has struck out and walked so far today. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Swings and misses at the second pitch. And he's going to put this into center field for a base hit. Michalak did not break on that well. Let Xavier Nady basically walk to third base. Or sorry, that wasn't Nady anymore. Uramio comes in to pinch run. The Pirates suddenly aggressive with their substitutions. Vilas lines out to second. 2 down. Niger Morgan at the plate. Got a base hit in his last at-bat. Runners on the corners. 2 outs. 1-1 the count at the plate. That one down and in. 2-1. Fouls this one away. 2-2. Goes with the slider, grounds it to short. Kester grabs it, throws it over, just gets the speedy Morgan. And I'm actually not entirely convinced he actually did. Kester does not have a particularly strong arm. Yeah, I guess he did by about a quarter of a step. So we're still scoreless as we go into the 7th inning stretch. Alright, we go into the bottom of the 7th. Oh man, a lot of defensive replacements for the Pirates. I'm not even going to try to keep up with all that. You can pause and review that if you would like. We are also not where I thought we were in the batting order. Whiteman at the plate, fouls this pitch away. Makes it an 0-2 count. That pitch down and out, 1-2. That pitch too low, 2-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Quinton 0 for 2 today. Looks at a curveball for strike 1. Puts this one into center field. Is it going to get out of the yard? It does. A home run to center field, his 5th of the season. Finally breaks the scoreless tie. The Squirrels take the 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 7th. Just slightly to the left of the 413 sign, out in center field. I missed how far that home run actually went, but I don't think it went out by a whole lot. Anyway, brings Tom to the plate. He is struck out in both at-bats and has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Fouls this pitch away to make it 1-2. Grounds this one to short. Wilson will throw it over. 2 down. Michalak at the plate has not gotten a hit today. Looks at a ball inside. This one inside as well. 2-0 the count. There's a called strike. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Looks at strike 3, and that will end the 7th inning. But Quinton homers to give the Squirrels the 1-0 lead. Pitcher spot coming up for the Pirates in the top of the 8th. And the Pirates, for right now, are going to turn to Acuna. Looks like he's had some Major League at-bats, at least one, but has not gotten a hit yet. I'm guessing he was drafted just this past June. Let's go ahead and put Hermida, just do a straight substitution, and we'll pinch hit for him in the next inning. We haven't seen Hermida in a while, but this is supposed to be his spot. Let's see if we've got any rust to deal with. Pirates stick with Acuna. And he takes strike 1. This one, oh no, Phil makes a diving play, gets it back to first. Robs Acuna of his first hit. Hampson, another draft pick into the game, looks at strike 1. Looks at a ball. Grounds this one foul. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Wilson at the plate has struck out in all 3 at-bats so far. Looks at strike 1 again. Looks at strike 2 on the inside corner. Called strike 3, all curveballs. That will end the top of the 8th inning. Phil is going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half as they lead 1-0. Graybo's going to come in to pitch for the Pirates. There's a I may have seen him pitch in Indianapolis, but I can't remember for sure. Anyway, Phil with his second hit of the day into left field. Runner on first, nobody out. Let's see. Let one of the catchers get an at-bat. How about Minix? These are probably his last few games as a Squirrel. We'll see if he can make the majors with somebody else next season. See who wants to trade for him. 1-1 the count. And he grounds this one right to Rivas at second. And the Pirates do turn the double play. So now the base is cleared and 2 outs for Kester, who has not gotten a hit today. 0 for 3. Fouls this pitch away. Hits this one to second. Rivas throws it over, and that'll end the 8th inning. We go into the 9th. Looks like Jeff Bloom is going to lead things off. And we will put Shibuya in there. He's been busier as of late. He's not up to save for 70 yet, but I think he's getting close. I want to say this would be 67 if he converts this one. Anyway, Bloom at the plate. Or Blum, I don't remember how he says it. I think it was Blum, actually. Anyway, 1-1 the count. And he grounds to short. Kester grabs it, throws it over. 1 down. Luis Rivas at the plate. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Takes a big hack at it. Grounds this one towards second. Phil handles that one. 2 down. Matt Kemp, 0 for 3 on the day. He's the Pirates' last hope so far. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Grounds this one to first. It is fair. Whiteman grabs it, steps on the bag, and that is your ball game. Pittsburgh Pirates 0, Indianapolis Squirrels 1. Quentin with your only meaningful swing of the bat in this game. Tough luck for Matt Cain. All he gives up is a solo home run, and that's all she wrote. Shibuya and Quentin, your co-players of the game. I might give a little more weight to Quentin on that one. So thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we've got Pittsburgh again tomorrow. We'll see you then.